Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 17th. This week, we are just going to jump right in here, Leo. You have this planner card that says, take financial inventory and see what needs to change. You also have this luck card that says, anything you do now will be very prosperous for you. Your perspective is stifling your growth and stomping on your luck. I do think there is a lot of financial luck coming in for you here, but it's funny because you always get something that basically encourages you to change your perspective or try new ways of doing things, especially as far as your career is concerned. So, I would do whatever you can to, make a change in your career or do something differently with your career here. Or, again, I don't think you have to change your career, but there might just be an opportunity to like level up or to grow. And I would take advantage of those opportunities or do whatever you can to take advantage of those opportunities. Yeah, a lot of happiness coming in for you as well. You have the Page of Swords, the Judgment card, and the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is like doing things the hard way. So, I kind of feel that some of you, the Ten of Wands here, actually, I'm going to leave it here for now, is kind of talking about doing things the hard way and needing to make sure that you do things the tactical way, which we see right here. Seven of Swords is a card of lying, cheating, stealing, but really, it's a card of tactics. He is stealing those swords from an army that's in the background there of the card, and he's doing that so that they can't use those swords against him the next day in battle. So I feel for a lot of you, really you're gonna have to do your research here with the Page of Swords, and you're gonna have to like learn new ways of doing things. But I do feel that the Page of Swords is kind of saying, like, hey, there could be better ways of doing things in work or business, but you're going to have to do your research. Again, the Page of Swords is kind of about doing your research, learning new things, and all that other stuff as well. I also do feel someone could have their eye on you, or you have your eye on someone. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to see when we dig into this. But like this right here, King of Wands, Ace of Cups, the King of Swords could be an air sign or someone who has like an air moon or an air rising or something like that. Also, you have the Judgment card. I didn't color this one in. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but again, they're getting ridiculous with the censorship. So it's like I can't show you the Judgment card now, which I don't even understand because I really don't see even what's wrong with this card, honestly. But okay, whatever. But anyway, what I would say here is, and some people don't like that I'm saying, by the way, get off my channel if you don't like that I color in my card. Some people are like, you need to have balls and stand for this. No, it's a matter of getting my channel banned or not. So that's why I do it, plain and simple, right? Whatever. But what I would say here is that, again, I feel like you're waking up to something here with the Judgment card. I feel like you could be waking up to a new way of doing things, and it's going to lead to a lot more success. Again, this is what has to stop right here, Ten of Wands. I feel this is a collection of things, the Ten of Wands. I feel like the Ten of Wands is kind of like carrying a heavy burden. I feel that, it could be carrying heavy weights, but I also feel that it could be confusion or overcomplication energy here. So I would be careful of just, overcomplicating something at this time with the Ten of Wands, especially going up to the Seven of Swords here, because the Seven of Swords, again, is a card of tactics. It's a card that says there might be a better way to release burdens or to do whatever it is that you're doing in your life to be more successful. So let's see. With the Page of Swords, you have the Ten of Swords here. Some of you, it's like I get that feeling of not getting something I want. I'm not even getting like, I'm not even getting normal Ten of Swords meanings going on here, Leo. I get more like feeling like I can't have something I want. Kind of weird. Like I feel like you're almost about to give up as well, and I feel like this is saying don't give up. We might come back to that card because there's more to that story. With the Judgment card, you have the Sun, so there is happiness. I feel that you need to wake up. Again, the Judgment card, the people are standing in their coffins, and, outside the coffin represents their new life, but they're still inside the coffin. They're still in their new life. So there might be some old life situations, or there might be some old life things from your past life. And I don't mean a past life. I mean, I mean this life, but maybe from years ago. There might be some things that need to die with that Ten of Swords, and that's kind of what I'm getting is that, I feel very weird about that Ten of Swords. It's not really good or bad, but I also don't think it's good in your reading. Maybe that's how you see it. It kind of gives me the vibes of like, you've been trying to get a job for a very long time, for example, and maybe you feel like, okay, well, maybe I'm too old and now I can't get one and no one will hire me. I have that feeling going on here with that Ten of Swords. Like, that's the best way I could describe what I feel there. And that might not be it. It might not be work. I'm just giving you an example there. But I feel also this feeling of like almost giving up, and I feel like the Ten of Swords actually saying don't give up. With the Five of Wands, you have the Five of Swords. I'm sorry, the Ten of Wands, you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is about taking a risk and, kind of putting yourself out there. So I kind of feel some of you need to take a risk at this time. With the Ten of Swords, I want to go back and clarify that. You have the King of Cups. Following your heart might be a little bit of a problem as well. Like if you are older and you are trying to get a job, but your heart is telling you, oh, go start a business, you might be saying, like, what's the point? I'm older. Or maybe, I kind of see this barrier, in my head where it's almost like you're saying to yourself, I have, I'm this age. I feel like this has something to do with age. You might only be 20 years old. I don't care. You could be saying, oh, I'm this age and I've only reached, this level and that's as high as I can go. I feel like this reading is saying, no. I feel it's saying, the King of Cups, he's sitting in the middle of the ocean and he's not allowing his emotions to get the best of him. He has very deep emotions. He's willing to explore his emotions. And he's willing to kind of move in the direction of how he feels, Leo. And I really feel some of you need to do that. Like you have to I feel you need to tap into your emotions here in this reading and take a risk. We even see more risk taking with the King of Wands, which we're about to talk about. You have this Taurus season. It says slowly over a period of time, invest in what offers stability. I think things have been moving slowly, and that's probably part of the problem. You have this physical health card. It says living an unhealthy lifestyle is decreasing your energy and focus. Yes, I would make sure to stay healthy. I feel like some of you have the sun twice. The sun twice is very healthy, by the way. So, some of you actually could be increasing your health, or you could be doing things that are improving your health and you are probably noticing a difference. I always say that, like if I don't go for a walk every day, if I stop walking, my life starts to suffer. So, and that's not the only exercise I do now. So, what I'd say is that I definitely see the benefits of, staying healthy. I'm way more motivated. I feel better, more energetic, and, all those other things as well. So, I would definitely say if you need to watch your health, go for it. I also feel you've been in this period of time where things have been moving slowly or slower than you would like. You have the King of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Sun. Again, the King of Wands, he's very bold and assertive. He doesn't care about anything other than the fact that he desires to build something, and he really uses like good Leo energy, very kind, caring, nurturing. On the positive side of things, he really nurtures something into existence. I look at him almost like the father of the tarot, like the true father. Some people might say that the emperor is the father of the tarot, which is kind of true, but I kind of look at him as being better than the emperor as far as like nurturing something into existence. So it doesn't have to be a child. It could be, you have the Page of Swords right here, but it could be anything that you care about. He really, really treats things like it's a baby. He really gives it everything he's got. And I feel that's what the name of the game is for you. Is, again, I don't care if you're 90 years old, it's like you might live another 10 years at least, right? So you might still need more money to survive, and I feel this is saying, like, there might be things you can do, there might be things you can work on, you're going to have to go for it, but if you do it, you're going to be successful. You have the Four Swords here. I feel like you're finally getting to this place of recovery, which is great. Your energy seems to be being used better. You have the Ace of Cups here, and for whatever reason, this is popping into my head as you using your energy more intelligently. And now that I look, you have this Ride the Wave card, which obviously if you're riding a wave, you are using your energy in a better way. So, it kind of makes sense. You have the Sun. The Sun can be a little tricky. I think the Sun, of course, is the best card in the tarot, but I also feel the Sun can shine a light on things we need to pay attention to sometimes. So I don't think the Sun is like very cut or dry. I think sometimes it just tries to capture our attention. It just says, hey, you are interested in this business over here, or you are interested in getting a new job, or you are interested in, moving to a new state or country or something. You're clearly interested in something here, Leo. You have the Sun twice. And, I really feel this is saying it's time for you to explore an interest, and don't jump to the Ten of Swords. I don't think that Ten of Swords is talking about anything Ten of Swords related. I think it's more saying don't give up, but also like if you come up with some new idea, maybe you're like, oh, I want to move to Florida and, start a key lime pie factory or something like that in the Keys. It's like, but you also might be saying to yourself, I only have $10 in my bank account, right? And, I feel like that's the time that we are in. where you might only have $10 in your bank account, but how can you do it anyway, right? And I know I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but what I am saying is if you do it, you will be very successful. So, and you need to start moving towards that. So where would I start? It's going to sound ridiculous, but I would just start watching videos about key lime pie on YouTube, right? Just get in that energy. Once you do that, the universe moves out of the way. I've seen it work in my life. It's free. It costs no money. Try it. With the King of Wands, you have the Four Wands, marriage. Some of you, there could be love coming in for you, but I feel there could also be like some concerns about love. So maybe you want love, but you're a little bit worried about it. You could also be very attracted to someone where you're not sure what their feelings are because you go down to the King of Swords. And you could say that that's always true, right? You could always say, oh, I don't know how this person feels about me. But it's like, I don't know, this is different. It's like, I think sometimes you can flirt with a person and you're like, okay, they're probably interested in me. But this feels like something where you're just not sure. You just don't know, right? And I feel like you have to take the risk because if you're interested in a person, it could be someone older than you going to the King of Swords. And, could be someone you really look up to as well. King of Swords is like a mentor, and it doesn't matter what gender you're interested in either, but you might be interested in a person who feels a little bit out of reach. That's kind of like what I'm getting here. But, I kind of feel, again, you have this ride the wave card that's like saying, ride the wave. Catch the wave, try it, see what happens, right? With the Four of Swords, you have the Devil. I don't know, you've been getting this weird like devil thing with me for a few weeks now. So, I like I always say, I don't like to do readings that freak people out or that constantly talk about warnings or anything like that because number one, I think that we shouldn't take tarot very seriously. And yes, I do this for a living, but I still think that tarot is loose guidance at best. Is what I would say. But number two, I do believe we also attract our own reality. But what I would say here is that, I would be careful of like a sneaky person. And I'm not even getting love. I feel like I've said this to you before, but I feel it could be a person you work with or something. Just avoid gossip and, don't take part in gossip and things like that. With the Sun, you have the Moon. There you go. See, I'm wondering if you have to mix the two energies together. The Sun is a combination of the Sun and the Moon energy. The Sun has these straight lines, these straight rays, and also these like squiggly rays on it as well. And that represents the combination of the Sun and the Moon energy. So the Sun is a combination of both energies. You have the Moon, but for whatever reason, saying like maybe your attention is going in the right direction. You're like, oh, I would like to make this change in my life. I feel it would make me very happy, but I don't have the resources, right? I want to move to Florida and make key lime pie, but I only have $10 in my bank account. That's literally what that's saying. Literally. That's exactly how a professional tarot reader would read that, all about key lime pie, right? But what I would say here is that I feel like you have to do it anyway. And again, that's coming up in the area of the good stuff with the Five of Pentacles. So that's going to be good no matter what. But I feel maybe you need to invite a little bit more of your intuitiveness, a little bit more of your intuitive nature into this opportunity as well. Again, there's clearly an opportunity that exists for you where there could be some restrictions, but I feel if you allow your intuition to tell you like, hey, go watch YouTube videos about key lime pie and how to make it, and then you start experimenting on it, then you start doing videos about making key lime pie, and then before you know it, maybe some dude in Florida wants to hire you to open a place, and then there you go, you got your dream, right? I know crazier things have happened because of YouTube, so don't say that it can't happen, right? Or maybe you just do it and people see your passion and they donate so much money to you on YouTube that you can go and do it, right? So, again, I feel like you need to tap into this stuff. You have this card that says One Ring Circus. You also have this card that says Ride the Wave. See, I think you need to, number one, I'm getting a million things on this One Ring Circus thing. I'm getting a million things in this reading for you in general, Leo. Number one, I feel like you need to do things in order with that One Ring Circus thing. I feel it's saying like you need to do the steps. Don't just try to skip to the end. I also feel that you don't have to do things on your own. I feel there are plenty of people who will help you. With the Ride the Wave card, I really feel there is a wave that you are going to want to catch. There is an opportunity that you are going to want to latch onto coming in for you. But it's almost like you have to do all the preparation. Again, we're joking about key lime pie here, but number one, I want pie really bad. Number two, what I would say is that, again, doing that preparation work, I think people don't realize when you have a passion, you're super passionate about something, pie, right? And then you start doing videos about it, it's like you're catching the wave. You are putting the energy out there that like, hey, I'm the best. I love this so much that I create videos about it. And again, that's what leads to the other opportunities that you might get because of it. So whatever you're passionate about, I would start doing something about it. I would start talking about it, watching about it, start scripting about it, start something. You have the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. I would be careful of this lying, cheating, stealing energy, but I will also say that, again, we are in a time where we're not going to just be able to directly get to our goal. We're going to have to, think tactically. We're going to have to come up with some better ways of doing things. And this pretty much comes up with for everyone. So you might not be able to go, again, you might not directly get to the end goal that you want, but you can get there in steps. You can get there by being tactical and, again, catching the wave. So I feel that's what you kind of have to do here. You have the Ace of Cups. Definitely could be a love opportunity coming in for you. But I also feel this could just be fulfillment or more fulfillment and happiness coming in for you if you want it. So, again, if you're trying to like grow a business or whatever, I feel you could be doing something that is very fulfilling, that is very going to lead to a lot of success in your life. You also have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment, but it is also a card of bathing in the energy of what you want. Why do you think I've been talking about this? You have to become the thing that you want to be. So, I always tell people, again, you might not have the money to do something, but you can still learn about it. You can bathe in the energy. You can educate yourself about it. You can do YouTube videos on it. And even if no one watches, again, it does not matter. I keep telling people as well, it doesn't matter, right? If you are passionate about something and you start talking about it on YouTube, you're attracting it into your life. So that's why I always recommend YouTube. It's the easiest way to do it. But, you could do whatever. You could blog about it. You could talk to your sister about it. I don't care. But I would do something. Again, this reading is really screaming, like, get this energy out, whatever it is. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Page of Pentacles. I do feel there's, like, a new person. If you want love, if you don't already have it. I feel some of you already have love, but if you don't have love, I feel there could be a new person coming in for you. You could be worried about lying, cheating, stealing, or you could be worried about whether or not this person will leave you out in the cold. But really, I don't know. I feel pretty good about it if you're attracting love. So, I would go for it. It could be an earth sign or an air sign. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Six of Wands. Yeah, definitely success coming in for you here. Again, you have the Five of Pentacles, but the Five of Pentacles just says don't limit yourself. And it also says that, it's coming up in the area of the good stuff. So clearly, you are coming out of the cold. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Eight of Cups. Yeah. Again, I'm wondering, didn't this say Taurus season as well? Yes. See, I'm wondering if during Taurus season, April, May there, in that time frame, maybe even before or after, it might be like April, May, June, so maybe during those 3 months, the last 3 months or whatever. I don't even know what month we're in right now, but what I would say is during those 3 months, the spring-ish, early summer, I feel some of you maybe there were some of these blockages, like money blocks, financial blocks, love blocks that kind of came up during that time. And now I feel you could be like overcoming some blockages, like, long-held money blocks and stuff. Next, you have this card that says, Beyond Your Fears, Weavers Dance. Like, I mean, everything I've been saying in this reading, letting go of fear. You have this card that says, Time to feed the hungry heart. It's a hungry heart shark. So I feel for some of you, your heart is craving something. And that's what this whole entire reading is about. It's a pretty simple reading. I know I've been babbling on for like 17 minutes, but, I think quite simply it's saying your heart desires to do something. And whatever it is, doesn't matter. I feel like you need to feed it. And feeding it is going to be the thing that brings it into your life. Again, this is like the secret sauce for life right here. It's just, again, I don't think you have to go to the end goal. I think you just have to invite the energy into your life. That's what will, create the wave that brings you to your end goal. You just have to bathe in it for long enough. And that's what this is saying. You have the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the King of Swords. Again, this is going to be the good stuff, so it's going to be good no matter what, but I do feel some of you feel left out in the cold. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I do feel some of you are definitely seeing the restrictions that might be preventing you from having something you want, but at the same time, again, Five of Pentacles says the solution is to not call attention to your weaknesses. The solution is to focus on your strengths, and I really feel that's all you have to do here is focus on like what you are good at, what you can do. You have the Nine of Swords as well. Nine of Swords is a card of kind of a round nightmare. So, it can represent being stuck in a nightmare. I do feel like some of you need to set yourself free from like a round situation. Really, it's kind of funny because I have the word gratitude popping into my head, and I feel it's saying that you will be grateful in the future because you've fed your heart, like that card says, by doing something you're passionate about, and because of that, you are setting yourself free. I don't know, that's what I'm getting. You have the King of Swords here. I feel like you're a lot smarter than you look here, Leo. That was a joke, okay? Don't get offended. But what I would say here is I feel like you have a lot more skills than you realize, and I feel you need to use those skills to, create success. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands. I thought we had more wands. Oh, we do, right here. Look at this. Definitely divine counterpart coming in for you. I love the King and Queen of Wands together because to me, they have the most desire for each other. And, that's like half the battle right there with a person is having desire and maintaining, but more importantly, maintaining desire, right? Over time. So, to me, it's a very good connection. I feel there could be a very good connection coming in for you here. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands. Yes, love it. See, this gives me save the day type of energy here because sometimes I feel the Ace of Wands is just that one thing we need to get up off the couch. It is just that one thing we need to motivate us in life. It is like the spark of life, the spark of inspiration. So I do feel like there is something inspiring or something is coming in and is inspiring you to take action or, to move towards success here. So again, if you have any new crazy ideas, if anything inspires you, go towards it. With the King of Swords, you have the Eight of Wands, quick success coming in for you. I also feel going this way, there could be communication coming in for you in love. Like a person communicates with you and you fall in love. So there you go, Leo. This looks very good to me. But let's see, we're going to pull 5 main themes and see what else wants to come up here. You have this birth card. Yeah, if you're not trying to get pregnant, I would be careful. If you are pregnant, congratulations, I would say. But I don't know. It seems to me like it's a very fertile time. Like pretty much everyone has been getting these birth cards this summer. So, again, if you're not trying to get pregnant, I would be careful. But again, it could be the birth of something new. Ace of Wands. You have this escape card. Yeah, I really actually like this as well, especially with that Ace of Wands showing up in your reading. I don't know that you're escaping something, but I feel you're greatly improving your situation here. And again, don't give up. You have this lust card. Yeah, definitely a very lusty connection coming in for you. You might meet someone. You might be saying to yourself, "Is this going to last? Is this going to be something that is it just lust or is there love here? Is there more to the story?" I really do feel it could be very lusty. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but at the same time, I do feel there could be a lot of love here as well. So, don't be, again, you might attract a person where there is a lot of desire, right? But at the same time, it might not be a bad thing, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe you just can't keep your hands off each other because you just can't keep your hands off each other. Does it have to be anything more than that? Probably not. You have this vision card as well. Your vision is very important. I would be careful of your vision being clouded as well by the real world right now. Thinking oh, I have to have a career because, that's what everybody says. But really, your heart is telling you to go make pie, right? Like I said. So, I think you need to feed your heart more with that hungry heart card. If you do that, I promise you, you will be ridiculously successful. Again, we're moving into a time of passion. I have a million crazy theories about it, but what I would say is, if you have a passion and you're not feeding the passion, you're not living in highest alignment. And I really feel people need to live in alignment by kind of doing things that they are more passionate about. I don't necessarily think we have to have, a passion-based business or a passion-based career or anything like that. But are there elements of it that you can be passionate about? That's all we need to do. And if we do that, we're inviting more good energy in. Our lives will be better. That's the energy we're moving into. Again, I always say we're moving from competition to co-creation and two totally different energies that we're moving into. There's all this talk. There's been talk for years about two worlds. Really, I think we're already in the new world. It is just a world of co-creation. So again, if you're inspiring people, working together with people, or again, living a more passionate life, or doing what you're supposed to be doing, but that's all you have to do. Finally, you have this patience card. I feel like your patience is paying off. I also, again, I feel that Ten of Swords is saying, don't give up. I feel it's saying that some of you might be at that point where you're saying oh, maybe I'm just not going to get this job, or maybe I'm just not going to get the things I need, but really I feel you will. But just I think you need to keep pushing here. But other than that, looks really good, Leo. I think you're catching a wave. So love it. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And definitely enjoy your week.